this back. What was that? What? I didn't see what happened. Alright, I'm gonna take a piss real quick before looking at the police chase. I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up my water as well. I need to change category. I'm back. You said it was ABC 7 again because it's SoCal? Thanks a resub green tea. And Bing Bong.
One lane there.
So this one? 53 minutes ago. We got our standard sports broadcaster here commentating the police chase. Love to see that. Love to see the boy back in action. He fucking lives in the chopper now. Like, this guy actually probably just set up like a sleeping bag in their police chopper, just waiting for chases.
Around this semi-truck and absolutely trying to play games here with that primary officer behind him. And now the lights are completely off once again.
He's a suspected armed
off,
robber. God damn. Exit Prime King and the resub J and gives sub Dumb Drunk Gamer.
Hovering between 70 and 80 miles per hour as he applies a little more gas here.
And the resub Dimney. The resub Swoley. They're always on the interstate.
Still CHP overhead.
The Tier 1 Conan.
That CHP helicopter still following along. LAPD monitoring this pursuit in the event that he gets off of the freeway. Could put them on surface streets here in the San Fernando Valley, but in any event, certainly appears to be continuing the ride along the 5 freeway here, which is solidly in California Highway Patrol's jurisdiction, using that shoulder to get around some of this traffic and maybe thinking about an exit again, or we might see a last-minute swerve back over to the
Whoa!
left. We'll see what happens here. He's got a few exits coming up as he gets into Sun Valley.
Is sub dumb? I think so, Cranky. Chat was saying that.
Getting off the freeway, committing to that exit ramp.
People still do this in 2022. This is like the newest meta. Like, this is a trend now. There's a police chase every few days, like a high-profile one.
Or will this put him up?
It's become like a sport.
Roscoe
Tier 1
Boulevard, but turning around on Roscoe. This could put him back on the freeway. Yep, flipped it around and now going southbound on the 5 freeway. So he got off just briefly, used that Roscoe exit to turn around, and is now continuing southbound on the 5 freeway, back in the direction that he started in. So to recap here, he started further south of
the interstate section
LA
is like
County
filler.
Sheriff's Century Division.
It just serves to be like a
Up the
little
5
cushion,
freeway
like
before
padding
getting
for
off the East
time
LA
for the
interchange.
actual meet when they get off the
Took the
interstate.
10 freeway out to the San
like a
Gabriel
brief
Valley
respite.
a bit, turned around like we
Nothing
just
too
saw on the
crazy.
5, made his way over to the 5 freeway, northbound 5 for some distance, all the way into the San Fernando Valley, and now he has flipped it around once again, now going southbound on the 5 freeway, heading back towards Burbank Airport off to his right,
Thanks the bits, JJ. Good to see you, man.
and getting back over to the that number 1 lane. We'll see if he jumps in the carpool lane or just straddles these middle lanes here. But in any event, traffic was relatively light if he would have continued north.
Okay, I'm gonna skip a little bit of the filler here.
Southbound side of the 5 freeway.
Oh, whoa! Okay, they're actually engaging in the chase.
Are flashing.
Usually they
blaring.
don't. Not on the interstate, at least.
Over to the right now. We'll see if that's an indication.
He turned his
of an
headlights
exit,
off,
or
so he's
maybe
invisible.
Contemplating an exit, or he could very well once again stick with the 5 freeway, which is my bet. Doing a lot more weaving as he tries to get around the little traffic that there is out here. Now in Glendale's jurisdiction, as he maintains his composure. Again, this driving has been very, very competent. I mean, the movements behind the wheel have not been terribly erratic. He's not.
He's on the interstate, man.
Very erratically at all.
All he can do is drive straight.
Basically doing the speed limit or above, now pushing about 15 to 20 miles over the speed limit as he pushes the gas pedal a little bit further.
Is this live?
But
It was 10 minutes
overall,
ago.
we're not talking about an extremely dangerous pursuit, but nonetheless, somebody who is refusing to pull over. And that obviously creating inherent risks there. It looks like that's an Altima. Looks to be a Nissan Altima.
Okay. Oh, man. Whoa, that production value. Yeah, they got the circle out on him.
CHP
Hey, Ruxin,
now in a
good to see you.
position
Thanks for the
where they're
resub.
able to
Hope you're well.
possibly create a traffic break behind them, although it looks like they're following in a single file line using that number 3 lane. Fortunately, as I mentioned, not a whole lot of traffic. It could pick up a little bit more here. There, that started in the Century area of LA County Sheriff's jurisdiction, and now looks like he's getting off the 5.
Thanks the resub, noob.
We are at the East LA interchange, and it looks like he may be getting onto
Beautiful
Leading the
overlay.
10. Is that transition going to put him on the 10, or is he going to come back around here onto State Street?
Man, these cinematic angles.
No, north. Getting back onto the northbound 5? Or is that the 10? Always difficult here once we're in the spaghetti interchange on the north side of the East LA interchange. And sure enough, he is now on the 10 freeway, eastbound 10 freeway. Eastbound 10. Ooh, something flew off the vehicle there. Did you see that?
How in the world did you see that?
Went flying.
No,
there.
I didn't
Almost
see
looked like
shit.
a tire.
What?
Maybe it was a tire in the road. In any event, still blacked out. Eastbound side of the 10 freeway. About 75 miles per hour. CHP continuing to transition to the 10 with him. There's 4 units altogether.
Okay, let's see him get off the interstate.
Early another exit 710 tire. Sparks flying yet, but
Oh man, what is happening here?
there's a report from down there that he may be.
Damn, we're really getting in there. Oh, his tire.
Yeah, look at that. That front left tire. I don't think there's anything left, and there's some sparks.
Yeah,
so
okay.
He's now missing a tire, and we're starting to see some more sparks flying off of that front left wheel.
Man, how the fuck did he notice that?
Not sure how that tire came off, but you have to wonder how he's maintaining the speed and control of the vehicle at these speeds, doing about 80 to 90 miles per hour ever since he's been on the 710 freeway, and that's with 3 tires. And there you see some more sparks flying off of that front left rim, and that's going to start to run down. That's going to start to lead to trouble here. The vehicle now on borrowed time.
It is an Altima as well.
That front tire.
We can't forget that fact.
Gotta wonder whether there was a spike strip on one of those transitions that we may have possibly missed, or whether that almost has to be what it is. But in any event, you can see him maintaining his speed here.
Okay.
Southbound, again, 4 units in pursuit.
Oh,
California
yeah.
Highway Patrol not letting this one
It's
go.
really wearing down now.
Especially Grind 3. Squeezing along the shoulder there. So the end theme here is
here we go, finally off the interstate.
Homes.
All right, this is when the
off the freeway, off the
plot
off
gets
the 710, off
crazy.
the freeway. A little bit of smoke as he exits here, applying the brakes, creating a lot of heat. Here comes some more brake lights as he approaches the end of this exit ramp. Looks to be getting off at Wright Road. Through the light, slowing down into a residential neighborhood. Another left turn here into an even narrower street, St. James Avenue.
I feel like we've seen St. James Avenue in another chase.
Homes.
Must be very popular for police chases.
Tires, losing some more metal there, and you can see
there's also a passenger in that car.
They're still behind him. You can see the flashing red and blue lights. A lot of activity coming from that driver's seat. And now back onto Imperial Highway.
Thanks, a resub cheese.
Slowing down a little bit here, but still looks like they're trying to figure out where they want to take this. Heading back towards the freeway.
Oh, boy.
Back towards the freeway, over the freeway. Over the freeway, past a construction zone on Imperial Highway. CHP continuing off the freeway. And we'll throw up that real-time speed tracker. It looks like about 45, maybe 40 miles per hour.
Thanks a bit, Cranky. That's a good point, Cranky. He could be. He's going to need to try and get creative here if he wants to somehow evade this. They're not just going to let him go here, I don't think. Not for armed robbery. Plus, he's driving without a tire, so he's a danger to everyone on the road.
Slowing down, coming up on another red light here into a shopping center or gas station.
Oh,
Ooh,
baby.
Look at that. A wild move.
That was a wild
Something
move.
we really haven't seen here for most of this pursuit. Jump the curb there.
He's a prime king.
Gas station to get around that red light, and is now picking up speed once again on Imperial Highway.
They look so calm in there.
Joining you now on this pursuit. It has been pretty strange, to say the least. We've got some armed robbery, one armed robbery suspect at the wheel of what is believed to be a Nissan Sentra. Christy overhead in Air 7 HD. Glad to join you this evening as we watch this thing.
Eastbound Imperial Highway.
Eastbound on Imperial Highway. The left front tire missing.
Is that right? Through another red light.
And I'm not sure if Chris can hear me. Hey, Chris, can you hear me? Chris?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just busy. Can't you see I'm watching a police chase?
Sorted out. We can tell you there's at least one person in the vehicle.
Okay.
Looks like a second person, a passenger, in the front passenger seat. Now, he's trying to maneuver through traffic here as he heads on East Imperial Highway. And again, the left front tire.
It's starting to really lose speed.
On the left front tire. That has led to some sparks flying on occasion. And to what you would think would be some pretty bad maneuverability.
Oh, yep. That's all she's got. Oh, but look at those jets on this guy. Activating turbo speed.
Into another group of cars, and it looks like a commercial
going into a commercial building.
Oh, into the liquor store.
Helicopter able to keep the night sun on him, but those CHP units are
He just straight up left his girlfriend in there like, good luck, bitch, I'm out. Godspeed. This is your fault.
These businesses are.
You made me rob that place.
That's not him. Wonder how he made his way into one of these. It looks like a liquor store there. Oh no! I hope he's not in that liquor store.
Well, he is. We watched him go in there.
That would be a big problem.
Doesn't look like it. You can see somebody there at the front door. That night sun following the.
Oh man, they have no idea who he is. Oh no, that's not the guy. That's not the guy. Oh god.
I don't think so.
I don't think he had that much time to change. He wasn't wearing anything like that when he got out of the vehicle.
I don't think so.
Oh,
but,
jeepers.
Somebody with a guilty conscience putting both hands up in the air. And you can see them now scouring this entire parking lot, looking for any sign. You can see there's a gap between that liquor store.
And yeah, he may have squeezed down there.
Very well squeezed between the two. I can't tell. It looks like there's a possible gate there. I can't tell. They're now going to peek inside that liquor store. K-9 units already on scene. There's several witnesses who can help those officers out because he is not. I mean, look at them. They're kind of staying outside of the liquor store. Wonder if he might be inside the liquor store.
Oh, now they're going down the street through the parking lot again. This was the driver who took off on foot.
This is just a random guy. Oh, Jesus.
Chewing on this guy.
It's a random guy who was just getting a fucking beer.
I don't think that's him.
It's not him. What the fuck? Of course it's not him.
Get us video of
that should be a lawsuit.
Video of the
guy was just getting a goddamn beer
out of the car. We're trying to get that. He's in there by himself trying to get that video. We're going to try to get that to you. This doesn't, although he seems to be of similar height.
Jeepers.
The guy looks pretty tall, but as I recall, I think he was wearing a white shirt, right? And had a white hat, black hat. This is a Dodger hat. And
the other guy was wearing blue jeans and a black T-shirt.
Right, yeah. There was
the other guy looked like he had just finished like at an actual baseball game. He actually looked like he was coming from a sporting event. This guy is just here getting a beer.
I wonder if somebody else has called in here, but there's somebody reportedly running back there. I just don't think that. I think they have got the wrong guy there.
They got the wrong guy, and the dog was
They do have the wrong guy.
Roughing him up quite a bit. But I don't see any activity back there from what I could tell, and no sign of law enforcement, so I'm not sure where that report's coming from.
They look it's not even close. It's not even close.
and a black hat. That's who ran out of the vehicle.
Yep.
And that is completely not the description of the person that they had down that was being chewed on
Jesus
by the
Christ.
canine unit there. This
Totally
person, it
different
looks
suspect.
like,
They
may
do
have
have a
gone
passenger, at least one passenger in custody.
female.
Female passenger. Not clear if there was a third suspect. There was a report of a third, but not sure if they've already gotten somebody else out of there. But in any event, at least the passenger.
I only saw a
And the
passenger.
driver, obviously, who is now being sought after between this apartment building and the liquor store shopping center there off of Imperial Highway and Downey Avenue is where we are.
Wow, did this guy get away?
What you spotted, that seems to comport with what may have happened here. As he saw, there was a gap. There is a gap between those two buildings with what looks like a gate. And if he was agile enough, he may have been able.
I can
to
assure
jump
you
over
he
that
was not
gate and
agile
run
enough.
into the gap between those two buildings.
I can
and
tell you that
then
by just
try
taking
to
a
make
brief
his way
glance at him.
down, back behind. What do we see? Wait a minute. Look in that corner. Look in that corner there where the night sun is. No, go down a little bit. Tilt
Push it,
down.
push it.
We're gonna see him in the dumpster
Yep,
giving
I
a
think
thumbs
I
up.
saw what you
I
saw,
saw
Mark.
a little movement right there.
There was some movement
Oh, is he-
in that area, and that's where
Right.
the night
No.
was focused.
No,
And
he's
the
not. There's no way.
CHP's helicopter right overhead, following reports of somebody apparently running behind the businesses back there.
There's a tier 1 Zua and tier 1
There
Spoof.
appears to be some movement, but I don't see anybody running.
All right, right there where the sun is. You see that movement right there?
Where? What are you
zoom in.
seeing?
The dark area to the just directly down from this building, just down a little bit. In that
there?
area is what it
Tilt
right
down
in
a
there.
little
Right,
bit
stop. Right in there is
there.
where it looked.
Yeah, get the
like there was
microscope
some
out.
Movement a second ago. I
Maybe
may have
underneath
been
that.
wrong, but you see how the shadows move around because the helicopters are moving. That is
Yeah.
possibly what it was. But I thought I saw some.
Yeah, there's no
movement in
shot. No way.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense, and actually that happens quite a bit to us up here because as those shadows move around, it can play tricks on the eyes, if you will. But it certainly appears that they are focused back there. They're looking for some more activity. They're probably realizing now that other person in a baseball cap,
Yeah, the guy that just got mauled,
not their guy.
completely innocent.
But you still see some more officers in
That guy
front.
better get paid for that.
And I wonder if they have access to other cameras back there. You never know, especially in the rear of the business.
It is possible too if there's a rear door that he might have run right through
Right
the liquor
through the
store.
liquor store.
Right,
Very
and
possible.
that's
Yep.
possible. Looks like that may be
Absolutely.
it right there, and that he may have run through and is back behind the building.
He is not exactly what I'd consider a physical specimen. He did not hop any of these
That
like
would make a lot of
fences
sense
or
as
anything.
well.
He is somewhere
In
here.
fact, that's the only other way I could see him.
Unless he
getting
snuck
through.
out
I
down the
think
street
at
over
time,
here.
By the time he would have run around the building and back there, he would have lost some steam. We would have seen him. We would have seen some indication. And there was other people in front as well who would have pointed police in that direction. So if he is back there,
Or
those
they
reports
wouldn't.
are correct. I have a feeling you might be right. He may have very well just run straight through.
Yeah, and we're getting a better description. Our floor director, Mike Gilbert, was able to get a screenshot from our air on his phone. This is how we're doing this stuff now. The guy had a beard, too. The suspect had a beard. He was wearing a
Yeah.
black T-shirt with some sort of logo, it appears, on the back of it, and a black hat with some sort of logo on the front of the hat, and what appeared to be light or gray jeans or pants, and he had a beard. So we're zooming in on it literally right now, but you know, that's the shot that we got from Air 7 HD, thankfully.
Let me take a peek at him real quick. Maybe I know this guy. Is that like a goatee? Is this Keemstar on the run or something? What? Wait, is that like a really sharp goatee down there? Yeah, you got like a beard that comes to like the point. It looks like, or it could just be like an intense shadow. We need to enhance.
Pretty distinctive.
Yeah.
It's not just some plain, incognito sort of outfit he's got on. Plus, he's got short sleeves. He's probably the only person within miles who's in shirt sleeves right now because it's freezing out there at night. Now it looks like there's some police activity behind the building. You see a flashlight moving around back there.
Have they made their way back there?
It
yeah.
looks like it.
Yep,
Yeah, you've got cops with
there's some
flashlights.
activity. Some flashlights. You see additional agencies now joining the surge here. Down
Just call out his name.
County Sheriff, California Highway Patrol at the end of this pursuit. None of them were able to. Is that him?
Thanks for some
That's not
chickler.
him.
No, that's
another,
not him.
Is that somebody else though? Somebody
That's
else. in
somebody
handcuffs?
else.
Is he getting arrested back
so-
there, or what's going on?
Wonder how many people.
There might be somebody else back there. Let's keep moving in that direction. I
Right.
wonder.
What just happened?
Now, keep in mind, this is an armed robbery suspect, correct? This is someone who's believed to have committed an armed robbery.
That's right.
Recently, so
Yeah.
they don't know whether the person they're looking for has a weapon on them. They've got to be very careful with this search. They can't just go running up and down the street looking for this guy. They've got to be very careful about when they open a door, when they open the lid to some crawl space or something that they're looking at. They've got to be. They can't just kind of charge around through this area looking for this guy because he may have a firearm on him and could really cause some damage. So, you know, it has to be meticulous, but it has an urgency to it because this is a wanted felon.
Well, yeah, you can't
Fled
just
from
give up
police
on the chase here.
and has so far
Now we're
been
in too
able to
deep.
Get away.
Yeah, and the report is that he may have very well been armed. So, sorry,
Go ahead.
somebody coming out the front door. Somebody coming out the front door. That's no, that's the other guy. That's not him. That's not
Wait.
unless he put on a jacket.
Unless he put on a jacket. Check his shoes.
Yeah.
Let's see if his shoes. Okay, because the guy had on
Check
kind
his
of
shoes.
kind of high top shoes and very skinny jeans, if memory
Well,
serves.
lift up his jacket.
But in any event, you're right, Mark. He was reportedly armed. They have to treat this very methodically. You can see them with their guns drawn as they scour the back of that business.
Does he
Is
have a
that him?
beard? Does this guy have a beard?
Oh, it actually could be him.
His hat's off.
I can't see. Does he have a beard? Can we get like a lower angle? It actually could be him.
It's possible.
It
Maybe
is
found a
possible.
jacket
It's hard
back
to
there.
tell.
He doesn't seem to have
Those
the
jeans
same
look
build.
baggier than the ones he
They look
than this
baggier than
guy.
the other guy. I
Right.
agree, Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
think this
that's
is
an
the guy
astute
either.
observation.
But what are the odds that you know they're scooping people up outside of this liquor
He
store?
did. Whoa, wait. He definitely does have that like very similar facial hair. He just looked
I
up
don't
a
think
little
this is
bit.
the guy either. But what are the odds that you know they're scooping people up outside of
I don't know. It could be. It actually could be. This is close.
this liquor store?
Where would he have
That's the
found that
second person
jacket
that
though?
they've got handcuffed. Maybe they're having somebody try to ID this person. But the jeans definitely look baggier than the ones that guy had on. We could be.
It's hard
wrong.
to say that though
Agree.
because he was
Slightly
running,
heavier
so his
Yeah.
chunky thighs were
so
probably like
heavier.
really pushing
Yeah.
against the
Yeah, I
jeans,
think
making
so,
them
too.
look tighter.
Well, man,
That's
I
possible.
gotta wonder now whether he's hiding amongst.
It is
those
the same
apartments back
same
there.
color
because
shoes. I don't know if it's the same
this
brand. I don't know if it's
business
a fucking
appears
Air
to
Jordans
be
or something. This guy is just completely
Secure
innocent.
now. Who's this?
That's not the guy.
This is the guy that was attacked.
That was
by
the
dog.
original
Okay.
guy that was attacked by the dog. Who
And this guy's
was,
just
when we
totally
first
innocent.
Saw him was walking
Basically
away
minding
from the
his own
liquor
business,
store.
yeah.
I think he had a tall boy in his hand
Immediately put his hands up in the
and
air.
put his hands up in the air and appeared to be complying. And then we moved off, and the next thing we know, the dog is chewing on this guy.
Very, very odd. But as they focus on all of this activity in the front, I can't help but wonder if he's not in this shopping center, where could he have gone? And I can only think that maybe he's hiding among
I don't-
those apartments back there. Which
I'm 50-50 on it. I don't know if it's the same guy.
especially, you know, at this hour of the night. Let's go ahead and widen out a little bit more, Rob. Excuse me, and see. Is there any activity at all back there? You still see the night sun kind of peering between the buildings. Still only a handful of units. Yeah, there's some more officers with their
Thanks, you some
flashlights
lazy
back
boy.
there, looking around that apartment building, looking for any hiding spots. Could have easily climbed to one of those balconies to hide out.
He easily is the
lots of
wrong
hiding
word. Not
spots,
with that
quite
guy's
frankly.
build.
But
He
I
wasn't
don't
easily
think that
climbing
the,
shit.
The two people in front, at least the two people that I've seen them speaking with, I don't think either of them are related to this at all. I really don't.
It's hard to tell. The one thing is those jeans are light colored. His pants are light colored. But, you know, what are we, 800 feet in the air, 1,000 feet in the air? It's
Right.
kind of hard. You know, we do have video of that suspect running away. And at the time, he was wearing a
Yeah,
hat.
make this guy run.
He
Let's see if he has the same gait
a
pattern.
short-sleeved T-shirt with a golden, some sort of logo on the back of it. If this person is wearing that sort of a shirt, obviously it's been covered by this hoodie that he's got on. And the jeans the pants appear to be baggier than what this guy was wearing.
God, he has such
This guy's wearing
such a goofy
mask.
running
It's a
technique.
mask. Maybe it wasn't a beard. Okay, well, there you go. That might be a thing.
Oh, interesting. I guess it could have been.
Could you tell, Rob? Was he wearing a mask when he was running?
Oh, actually, yeah, it might actually be a mask.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
ahead
it
and
did.
try that. One
Fuck, this is
I just wanna
tough.
Get one more view up here.
I don't know.
The suspect as he was running across.
Is it the right
lanes
guy?
there. He was wearing a mask.
Yeah, that was a mask, not a beard.
He was wearing a mask. Look at that.
So.
And he is not quite as skinny as I thought, but I
Right.
still can't tell whether. I still can't tell whether it's the same person or where he
I
got
can't
that
either.
from.
Looks similar, but now,
hat,
if
yeah.
he's grabbed a hoodie from somebody, then it makes sense.
I do love watching him
It's
run.
more like the guy,
It's like his first time
I
jogging
bet if we were
ever.
to see him running, we could probably pick him out.
Even the news anchor's saying the same thing.
The good news is nobody that we know of has been hurt. Well, I shouldn't say that. I need to check myself. Somebody got hurt. It was the guy that was
guy
walking out
attacked
of the
by the
liquor store
dog.
that got bitten by the police dog. So that person and a German Shepherd is no joke. When they're biting you, that can be extremely serious, and
it sure can.
it could merit a trip to the hospital for that individual who may have just been minding his own business.
What do you mean may
walking
have?
from the
We know
liquor
he
store
was.
and ended up being chewed on by a police dog. So there
You're
is
absolutely
that
right.
part
Wouldn't
of
be
this.
surprised to see an ambulance pull in here any second. But in
He's
the
still sitting
meantime,
down.
I tell you what I don't
Thanks for your
see,
sub,
Mark,
Carl.
is any attempt at a perimeter.
Right.
It doesn't even look like they're setting up for any kind of a containment. So, if he's not here, he's gone, essentially, because there is no way at this point that they have enough manpower to set up. There's the ambulance.
Yeah, you called it.
Paramedics
This
on
is,
scene down there, and here's the stretcher.
Yeah.
And this guy.
Enjoy the
who's still
$15,000 ride to the
handcuffed.
hospital in the
Go ahead, back up a little
ambulance.
bit, Justin. We'll
What a
pull back
fucked
away
up
from
night.
the front of the
Just
awning
buying
here
a
to get
beer,
better view of the-
getting mauled by a police dog because they didn't bother to
Unlucky,
even double check if you were the culprit.
Yeah, this individual who, by all appearances, was
He is
not
bleeding.
in any way
It's
connected.
free?
Yeah, you
No,
can
it's
see the
not.
blood on the-
I
on
rode
the
in an
ground.
ambulance
He
once.
was
It was
not
15
connected,
grand for the
to our
ride from the
knowledge,
hospital to
this
another hospital in an
situation.
ambulance.
And all of a sudden,
Maybe it's free
he
for
was
him. I don't
being,
know.
Basically chewed on by a police canine. He doesn't
Well-
match a description of the suspect. He's got on a Dodgers cap.
There's a lawsuit.
Yeah, it could potentially be.
Thanks for
And
Prime
he's,
Gecko.
I think he has something to say to the officers right now. I'm not sure what the discussion is. Obviously, that's going
It's
on.
not
there.
15, though. I love people telling me that it wasn't 15 when I was the one that was there.
Unfortunate.
You're right.
Of what happened here, we still aren't
You're the expert.
positive that the person that they have in custody,
You must have drafted up
other
the
person that they
documents
have in custody,
for my insurance.
is in fact the driver. We know there was a female passenger who stayed with the vehicle and was immediately arrested by the highway patrol, and now they've obviously, well, that's the car that was involved. They've cleared that. And so now the question is, do they have the right person and or people? And is that the end of this?
Is the resub
pursuit,
Corbini
which
in Tier 1
began,
Chrome?
as you have been reporting with.
I actually do think they probably did get the right guy the
So,
second
Mark,
time.
we're hearing
This guy's
now
got to
that
sue
there
the shit
are
out of him, though.
Two people.
But yeah, now that it's pretty clear that it was a
Being
mask
taken
on the
into
first
custody,
pass,
including
he must have found a jacket back there and put it
and
on.
That leads me to wonder whether maybe this guy here ran in the other direction. We automatically, at the end of these pursuits, immediately, instinctively follow the driver when they foot bail. It's quite possible that somebody else in the back seat ran away from the vehicle in a different direction and could be related. It's not out of the question. It's at least possible.
True, the camera did pull
Put
off
that
the
out there
second
as a
they came to a
possibility.
stop.
As we followed the driver with the camera, we don't exactly know whether anybody else fled the vehicle, and it very well could be the case that somebody did, and it could in fact be the person who was tracked down by that canine. So you can see him now being treated and taken in for questioning.
Well,
But,
they're certainly treating him as a suspect. He's still handcuffed. They're searching him, it looks like. They're putting some bandages on them, but we assume that there will be a
He's
search
a prime
if
zest.
there hasn't been one
And
already
the bitch chrome.
Yep.
of this individual. So it's really difficult for us to determine from this literal and figurative altitude to determine what we're looking at here in terms of this person, or in fact in terms of the other person that they've got in custody, the other male.
Well, I can tell you exactly what happened here. They got the wrong guy. They know they got the wrong guy, and they're doing everything possible to try and like avoid a lawsuit. So they're going to try and find any way of like charging him with something. It would be my guess.
And we do not know.
What a fuck up! This is just a random guy,
What his involvement
just a
is.
literal random guy who bought a beer.
It certainly didn't appear to be. I didn't see anybody else running, but it's certainly possible. And if he's not, I mean, it could always be that they found something else on him, but I mean, we have no evidence of that.
Right.
All we saw was the dog taking him down, quite frankly. And even that was peculiar because he was already showing signs of compliance.
Yeah, that's the thing. He had his hands up, and then you and I think everybody from our end thought that, no, that can't be, that's not the guy we saw running out, so we're looking for the guy that ran out. And he
From
just
another
continued
POV,
walking,
the guy that got jumped by a
to the
dog looked
left
like he
of
was
the
talking
screen.
shit and started walking
We
away.
left him with our camera.
What? What other angle? He had his hands up. Here. It was right here.
That Knightson following along the perimeter of the building.
Is this the guy?
That's not
He
him
immediately
either.
sets his shit down and then just puts his
Is
hands
it?
up.
I don't think so.
I don't
talking
think he
about?
had that much time to change. He wasn't wearing anything like that when he got out of the
I
vehicle.
don't think so.
On CBS
somebody
8?
with
How many angles did they have?
One lane there.
Either way, talking shit shouldn't get you jumped by the police dog. We're up. Oh, it's CBS 2. Nope, it's not CBS 2 either. CBS 9. It's not CBS 9 either. So nobody knows. Fox 10. Ah, okay. Getting so many mixed ones here. Oh, here we go.
Boy, after getting so dangerous, just glad they decided to, don't know why in that moment, decided to get out and run if they were thinking they were going to run into a business or something.
Oh. So he did
walking.
just start walking away.
Huh. Okay. Oh boy.
Oh,
boy.
I see.
Oh, he's going to get canine right now.
Oh, he
boy.
brought that on himself.
Well,
Yeah. Wow. What
wow.
the fuck was he thinking? That was so dumb.
Still resisting here.
That was really fucking dumb.
CHP's got their taser there as well. So, we may...
Still wasn't at all involved in the police chase here. But what a bad decision from him. Probably drunk. Must have been. Had to have been. And there goes his chance at a lawsuit. Thanks for resub, Floyd and Forsane. He didn't deserve that, but it's still a stupid decision. Like, a cop always responds with something like that, especially since they clearly had no idea who they were even chasing. I still don't think he deserved to get jumped by the dog, but he actually did ask for some kind of problem by doing that. That was fucking dumb. Not his fault. It is his fault. Like, what do you mean? Like, he did the right thing immediately, just waited out. They literally caught the guy 2 seconds later. Him walking away is just always going to lead to a problem. Like, it just wasn't smart. Like, it was just not smart. Especially not with the current climate of cops. You have to have the death wish to do some shit like that. You're not obligated to talk to police for no reason. Yeah, tell them that when they're sicking the dog on you. Just, like, still, why? Why be that person that's like, am I being arrested? Am I being detained? I'm going home. And then just end up being one of those people that get fucking tased and shot. Like, yeah, it sucks, but Jesus, like, have some kind of self-preservation. The amount of people that die doing that shit is baffling. And yet people still, like, walk away from it. But I agree. I don't think he should have been jumped by a dog. But that was just a dumb idea from him. Doesn't make it right. It doesn't, but have some fucking self-preservation instead of trying to get, like, this dunk, like, well, I know my rights, and you're wrong. So I'm gonna walk away during this police chase where you have a gun and a dog on me. Like, it's just not smart. It is just not smart. That is the simple fact of the matter. Thanks the Prime Pando. Shit take. Hey, man. I didn't make the cops the way they are right now. That's not me, man. I just think that you should value your own life as opposed to regurgitating Reddit advice on what to do during an extremely tense situation where cops are always looking for some kind of excuse for excessive force in a situation like this. So just play by their rules temporarily and save your own life. Clown take. Hey, man. Hey, I'm not telling you how to live your life. If you're buying a beer and they jump you, like, thinking you're a criminal, do exactly what this guy did, man. Go for it. I'm not going to stop you. I'm going to think you're dumb for it. Like, I'm going to think it's a pretty bad idea. But I'm not going to stop you. You're well within your right. Go for it, man. This guy's going to get nothing out of a lawsuit against the cops either now because now they're going to blame him for, like, resisting arrest or impeding an active investigation or some shit. So now this man got mauled by a dog and gets nothing out of it except an expensive ambulance ride and an injury. I'll take without knowing the law. Again, man, I just don't see the point in having this argument with the cops about your rights when clearly they've shown many times it doesn't matter. There's a lot of times where they very much don't abide by the law. So why the fuck are you going to try and make them and escalate the situation? You can if you want. I'm not going to stop you. But it always leads to a big problem and usually a big injury. And it's not the cops that get injured. Thanks, Resub Diz. That was a pretty wild chase, though. I really do wonder if they got the right guy. I still am 50-50 on it. I
One
cannot
lane there.
decide. Because he would have had to find a really conveniently placed jacket to go from this to this. I don't know where he would have found that. Thanks, Risa Brex. Finish it? No, it's just them going through the rest of it. I already know. And then him going to the hospital on his own dime. Fuck, I just can't decide. I'm leaning towards it's the same guy.
In that apartment building,
Do the side by side again. Where was it? There it
Up
is.
outside of
Like, I feel like it probably is. I think it's a bit Samboni. No, I don't know where he would have got the jacket. That's the thing. I don't know where he would have picked that up running through the liquor store. But they did find this guy in the alley. That's another thing to keep in mind. They picked this guy up out back. And like I said, this guy was not athletic enough to be jumping any kind of walls. So he absolutely went through the liquor store and got stuck, realizing he doesn't have the physical capabilities to get over this wall. So they catch him over here. But then again,
Might be somebody else back there.
they
Let's
caught
see
him
what's
here, but
he
for
moving
some
in that
reason, he's still
direction. I
checking.
wonder-
Like he's still looking in these other
Keep in
areas
mind,
for
This is an
someone.
armed robbery suspect, correct? This is someone who's believed to have committed an armed robbery.
It's like, why would he still be looking in here like it's like a fucking, like a Looney Tunes hide and seek moment if they just caught the guy? Looking for a weapon? Oh, good point. True, because it was an armed robbery. Good point, good point. When did they get him back here? Was it here?
California Highway Patrol.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so they got him out back here. It's probably the guy. That would be one hell of a coincidence if a guy wearing similar jeans, similar shoes, similar build in the exact same spot that the criminal ran to just happened to be at the wrong place, wrong time. Is his hat somewhere? Oh, he absolutely just fucking launched that somewhere. Definitely not the same guy. Skinny jeans. He's not wearing skinny jeans, though. He's just a big boy in jeans, and when he was running, that shit just pressed against his groin. I don't think he's wearing skinny jeans here.
Imperial occasion.
Driver
Now
out,
he's
driver out,
footbailing.
driver jumping out of.
See, like, to me, that just doesn't really look like skinny jeans. That looks like he's putting a lot of pressure on the jeans themselves. They're just normal jeans.
The vehicle. Driver
See, and his pants are falling down even still during this
running through a
chase.
parking lot, getting out
During
of the
this
vehicle.
run. And as he slows down, they start bagging up a little bit.
Driver running through a parking lot, getting out of the vehicle.
See, like, they're not skinny jeans. Like, they are bagging up here, just like the guy they do catch.
But
I don't know, man.
they're proper.
Plus, they still have the witnesses around here who watched them go in. I'm sure they asked them, hey, did this guy just run through your store? Like, I'm sure they would have done at least the bare minimum there. I think it's the same guy. The more I see from it, the more I'm convinced. Yeah, I think it's the same guy. Check the shoes. The shoes are the same. The shoes are absolutely the same. The store probably has cameras too. True. I think it's a tier 1 jack. Can we look at the Fox angle? Did they really even have like a different angle of this though? They did have a different angle on the other guy. Let me see.
The entire time coming up, I'm sure it's they're looking for. So it's front and saw them.
That is absolutely the same guy. Yeah, look at those jeans. That would be an unreal coincidence
Yeah, so
if this is not the same guy. Not exactly a better angle of him though. In fact, the other one has the best angle there. Similar belly. Yeah, build, clothes, outfit, all of it very similar. I think they got the right guy. Man, he had so much time too to escape. He was betrayed by his own lack of athleticism. Thanks to the resub, Roman. The new PS5 Souls game. Yeah, that's not surprising. I'm the only one here who's real and knows what they're talking about. You're all NPCs in my fantasy. Ah, so you've discovered solipsism. Interesting. Slippery slope. Good luck. What is solipsism? The belief that only the self is real. Yeah, I did used to go to raves quite a bit. No way to prove or disprove solipsism. That's where it becomes a slippery slope. You actually watch the news? Fuck no, I just watch the police chases. Yeah, there is a way to prove it. What the fuck? How do you prove that other people are real? Like, you can't. Like, to someone that believes that only they are real, you can't prove that someone else is having the same kind of, like, lived experience you are. Like, you can't prove that someone else is seeing life the way you're seeing it. Like, there's no actual way to do that. Unless, of course, you, like, Freaky Friday'd. I think it's the resub radical. And the bit snert. Sounds like mental illness. I don't think it's like a mental illness. Let me see. It's been a while since I've looked into solipsism. That is an interesting topic. No, it's not a mental illness. It's more just like a philosophical belief. I guess it could lead to like a mental illness or something, like gang stalking, I guess. Maybe. Hey, thanks for 3 gift subs, son. Extreme form of I think, therefore I am. Rene Descartes. Not really. Like, they're kind of, I mean, I guess they're somewhat similar. This is like an I think, therefore I'm the only one that thinks. And you can't prove me wrong. Not really like 1-to-1, though. I think, therefore they aren't. That's cute. How do you snap out of it then? You mean the same way you snap out of any kind of those like weird rabbit holes that make you miserable? You stop thinking about them. You stop researching them. Simple. You do something else. Hey, Maki, good to see you tonight. Hope you've had a good day. Thank you for the 10 gift subs. And thanks for the resub, low key. And the Prime, the Marion. Ooh, and another 10. Goddamn, Maki, thank you for that. Apparently, solipsistic syndrome is a challenge for astronauts on long-term missions. I don't really see how that works into being an astronaut, but I'm not gonna like go against it. I could totally like believe it. I just don't really see how that develops there, like as astronauts. I guess just maybe the isolation. Would I go to space for content? Absolutely fucking not. I don't even go on airplanes. I would not go to space. Ooh, thanks for the 5 gift subs, Jfish. Thank you for that. Space would be cool for 5 minutes. Yeah, then it just becomes like I'm out here alone or with only 2 other people that I don't even really like that much. Then you're just bored out of your mind. Apparently, you can't even come in space. So, like, there's truly nothing up there for me. Did most of you not know that? Yeah, what? I remember we talked about this on the podcast. You can't get an erection in space, or at least not really. Related blood flow is essential to get an erection, and lower blood pressure would mean it would be harder to get an erection and harder to keep it going. There's another issue that might impede this: testosterone levels collapsing while in space. Yeah, so it's like really hard to get an erection in space. I think it's a resub fresh. Why would anyone think we'd know that? I don't know. I thought it was a well-known thing. Thanks to the resub, New Manson. Hasn't there been astronauts that have had sex in space? I'm sure there's ways around it, like, I don't know, injecting blood into your wiener. Like, I don't know. But yeah, the low blood pressure, low testosterone leads to a really tough environment for an erection in space, apparently. Space Viagra? I guess, maybe. I feel like that would lead to problems in space too, though. Thanks to the resub, Kikan. Can a person's mouth work like a vacuum? So, like, how about voice crack BJ's in space? Well, I don't think you create like a perfect vacuum in your mouth or anything. I don't know if it would really help. How would putting your cock in someone's mouth, like, it solve the low blood pressure thing, like, instantly? I guess maybe if you, like, do that for hours, perhaps. There's a resub casual. Maybe a dick pump. Take this to the ISS. I don't know. Like, ask the people on the International Space Station. It's like sucking a deflated balloon. You know. Stop attacking Elon, Charlie. What are you, his PR guy? If he keeps embarrassing himself, I'm going to keep making fun of him. And when he does good things, I'll give him an applause for it. It's just super simple stuff. He's just a silly guy. He is a bit of a goofball. He has been known to get a little wacky. That is for sure. Thanks the resub Raven and soup. You see DJ Khaled's concert where no one knew the lyrics and he stood there in silence? Yeah, I did see that clip. How'd the rating go tonight? Pretty well. We're through 3 encounters right now. I also got a BOE drop, which is cool. You watch it again? What, the DJ Khaled clip? Sure. I imagine it might come up if I just look up DJ Khaled concert right now. Oh, it's the top one. God did. Yeah, Khaled! Damn, everything just collapsed for him in his brain. Pretty cool. His best comedy sketch yet. He's a gift sub Raymond. Probably not Remains. He just stood there. Yeah, he was shocked. Have you played Marvel Snap? Yep. It's pretty fun. The bottom video is his response. No, it's not. It's from 5 years ago. This is a different performance. It was a more recent one. Thanks to give sub dumb. Oh. No, I still haven't played Divine Knockout. I will at some point, though. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning in. New subs, welcome aboard. Sub means a lot. Enjoy the emotes. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. Bye-bye.